Orimonk.
Hello everyone! Today we'll explain how to play Captain Tsubasa by Pablo Martinez, a fun card game based on the legendary series. Is recommended for ages 10 and up, designed for 2 players, and has an approximate playtime of 25 minutes. The objective is to win the match by scoring more goals than your opponent. Setup. First, separate the game cards into 2 decks. Shuffle them separately and discard 1 card from each deck without looking at it. Place the second half deck to the side. Put the first half deck in the center of the table and reveal the top 4 cards. Next to the first half deck, place the fatigue cards and penalty cards. Each coach takes their team cards, special shot and defense cards, a die, and 5 action tokens for shooting, passing, or defending. Toss the possession marker. The winner will start the game with the kickoff. Whoever does the kickoff will leave the possession token at their side, showing their team crest and the whistle. This player will be the attacker. How to play. A champions match consists of 2 halves, and each half is divided into 6 rounds. Each round has 4 phases. Draw phase. Draw cards until you have 4 in your hand. Then, starting with the defender, both players choose one of the revealed match cards or draw from the deck. Offensive phase. Starting with the attacker, players can choose to play a card. Place it in front of you. If the card has an optional ability, you can activate it, but it is not mandatory. Pass. If you want to save your cards, you can pass. Once you do, you can't play any more cards that round. The phase ends when both players have passed or when there are a total of 9 cards in play. Shot, pass phase. This phase is divided into the following steps. 1. The defender adds up their total defense value. 2. The attacker chooses to shoot or pass and then adds up their values. 3. Starting with the attacker, both players can use extra points to boost their actions. Each token adds 1 point. 4. Both players roll their dice and add the end result to their action. 5. The player with the higher total wins the round. In case of a tie, the attacker wins. At this point, goalkeepers can activate their effect to make one last save attempt and to re-roll the die. If the attacker wins the shot action, they score a goal and possession changes. If the attacker wins the pass action, they retain possession. If the defender wins the defense action, they steal the ball and become the new attacker in the next round. If the attacker plays a special shot, it triggers the round's end. When doing it, the attacker picks one of their special shot cards, and the defender picks one of their special defense cards. Both players reveal them at the same time. If the cards match, the defender stops the shot and gains possession. If they don't match, the attacker scores a goal. At any point during the match, players can pay the cost on a player's card to replace it with its motivated version, which improves the player's stats. Discard phase. Both players discard all played cards, refill the field with new match cards, and move to the next round. The first half ends when there are no more cards available in the match area and the player in possession scores a goal or loses the ball. If the player in possession completes a successful pass action, extra time is played. After the ending of the first half, both players shuffle all their cards again, including those from the first half, to form a new deck. Place the second half deck in the match area. The player who had the whistle gives it to their opponent, who will start the second half with the kickoff. End of the game. The match ends after the second half. The player who scored the most goals wins. If there's a tie, overtime is played, in which players will only use their decks, and the card limit is 7 instead of 9. Overtime consists of 2 halves of 2 rounds each. If the tie remains after overtime, both players win the championship. And that's how you play Captain Tsubasa. This game will make you feel like a true coach, leading 2 of the most legendary teams from the series.
Orimonk.